And welcome, John Morris Show on a Monday, beginning a new week from the TFNB studios on historic Elm Avenue in Waco, where a little cloud opened up and has moved on. So that may be the rain for the day today, but hope everyone had a great weekend. Hope everyone had a great, hope all the dads had a great Father's Day out there. It was terrific. It was Father's weekend at our house, so it was really, really nice. Great to see all the kids and all the grandkids over the course of the weekend. So it was really, really nice. Missing my dad, who passed away a year ago in April, and I thought a lot about him. Certainly I do every day. The thing that I think the thing I miss the most is I would, whenever God brought his name to mind, I would call him, and I would call a lot. And it was always like a kind of a nudge. Hey, call your dad. He lived in Garland up around Dallas, and for the most part, the last few years, and I'm in Waco, obviously, but 100 miles away, but one phone call, and we're connected. So thought a lot about him, missed him yesterday also. But happy Father's Day, a day late to all the dads out there, and hope you were celebrated appropriately. What do we have today? Tony Caridi is going to join us, the longtime voice of the West Virginia Mountaineers. He was in Omaha with baseball. He doesn't do baseball, but he was there. They do a nightly show. He and who is with him? I can't remember. There's three guys, who do the show there nightly from Morgantown, but they took it on the road to Omaha. So he was there as the Mountaineers made their first ever trip to the College World Series. And we'll talk about that. Plus a terrific honor for Tony. He has been announced as the winner of this year's Woody Durham Voices of College Sports Award. And just a terrific honor given by the National Sports Media Association. The banquet is 1 week from tonight, I think, in Greensboro, North Carolina. So Tony will be there, but he'll be on with us, and always great to visit with him. And talk about Father's Day. Tony's son, Andrew, is following him in the business. Andrew is doing great things. He does baseball for West Virginia, works with Jake Weghorst, the former Baylor pitcher, and he does women's basketball. So Andrew following in his dad's footsteps, and so that's a pretty cool tie-in as well with Father's Day just yesterday. So we'll visit with those guys. We'll visit with Tony, not Tony and Andrew, but Tony coming up in a bit, and just so well respected in our group, in the Big 12 group, and nationally, and a terrific honor, him receiving the Woody Durham Voices of College Sports Award. This is an award that started in 2018, and it recognizes someone who, is associated with their school. There's several factors that are involved there, and Tony checks all the boxes for that. Named after Woody Durham, the long 40-year plus broadcaster for the University of North Carolina. So a real honor for Tony to be given an award named after Woody Durham. So talk to him about all that coming up in just a bit. Otherwise, the College World Series continues. Could have ended yesterday, but it continues. Game 3, third and deciding game in the championship series comes up tonight in Omaha, Nebraska. 6 p.m. our time this evening. Oklahoma won the series opener on Saturday, and so they're one win away. They go into the Sunday game, a win over North Carolina. They're national champs. Well, North Carolina bounced back yesterday and won the game 9-3. So tied at a game apiece. Third and deciding game for all the marbles coming up tonight in Omaha. That'll be fun to watch. Oklahoma and North Carolina. So 6 p.m. tonight, Central Time on ESPN for that game. Oklahoma continues their major postseason run. The loss yesterday was their first loss in the NCAA tournament since a regional round loss. So they have been on some kind of roll. North Carolina, very good, very highly ranked all year. Everybody thought they might be in this position. I don't think a lot of people thought Oklahoma would be in this position, but just their hot streak at the right time has them here playing for a national championship tonight. So it'll be fun to watch them. We mentioned this last week, North Carolina, of course, from the ACC, which has had two national champions in baseball through the years. One of them was Wake Forest in 1953, and the other was Virginia just a few years ago. And now North Carolina trying to be the third ACC school to win a national championship. Oklahoma has won. They won it in when did they win the national championship in baseball? Was it 94? Maybe 96. It was right about the start of the Big 12. Oklahoma, of course, coming from the Big 8, but it was right about then that they won a baseball national championship, and here they are on the doorstep of potentially another. Skip Johnson, the head coach at Oklahoma, again, has his team playing at their absolute best at the absolute most important time of the season. So the College World Series will wrap up one way or another coming up this evening, and that will make sure I'm right about this. That'll put a bow on college athletics school year for 25-26. Because track and field is already over. The NCAA Outdoor Championships done, and now baseball, which used to be track and field, was the last event still running, no pun intended. But now the World Series have been pushed a little bit later, and so it is the last sport, and they'll close it out with the game tonight at Charles Schwab Field. All right, we are brought to you every day of the week by the Brazos Landing and by Alliance Bank Central Texas. The Brazos Landing closed today, closed on Mondays. They're open Tuesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. I know they had a big Father's Day weekend there at the Brazos Landing. We will be there for live shows on Wednesday, so come join us. If you're around, I'll do a bonus show from noon to 1 on Wednesday, and then Matt Mosley will be there from 1 to 3 on Wednesday. So come join us at the Brazos Landing this Wednesday, and you'll see what I'm talking about with that $12 lunch menu. Check it out. Great items there, and just the great atmosphere at the Brazos Landing. We're also brought to you by Alliance Bank Central Texas. They are up and running for another week as well. 7 convenient locations around Central Texas to serve you better. On the web at alliancebanktexas.com. Voted best in state banks by Forbes 2025. Alliance Bank Central Texas is your Central Texas business bank. Check them out. Highway 84 location in Waco. Bosque and New Road, a location in Waco, and then 5 other locations around Central Texas, including Temple and Georgetown, to serve you better. We're off and running on a Monday. We'll take a break. How about this? It's June. Is it ever too early to look into the college football preview magazines? Is it too early? Is it ever really too early? Well, Athlons is out, and give you some of the highlights from that when we come back. Take a break. John Morris Show on a Monday. Hey, glad you're with us, and we'll be right back after this.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycat mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to CentralTexasCattleBaronsBall.org.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Welcome back, John Morris Show on this Monday. Hey, glad you're with us, and we are brought to you by the Kish's Complete Car Care Center, 5300 Franklin Avenue in Waco. Drove right by there coming into the studios today. They got things hopping at Kish's already. They're open 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Any questions you have, any concerns with your vehicle, go by. Just you can make an appointment, call and make an appointment, or just show up, pull up under that canopy up front, and you will be good to go. They will take care of you at Kish's Complete Car Care Center. Call now for your next repair there. All right, mentioned Tony Caridi will be with us coming up in just a few minutes. Look forward to visiting with him, longtime voice of the West Virginia Mountaineers. He'll be at the NSMA awards dinner 1 week from tonight in Greensboro, North Carolina. Tony with the Woody Durham Voices of College Sports Award, which is just so appropriate for him. He'll be a great representative of Woody and of that award. So we'll visit with Tony coming up next segment. Mentioned this going to the break, college football. Is it ever too early? Some would say there is in season and research season. There is no off season for college football, and it's research season now. And to help with that, there are the magazines that are coming out. Tom Barfield just told me that Dave Campbell's Texas Football Magazine is available now at the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. May not be out at HEB or other places yet, but Texas Sports Hall of Fame is the place to go. They usually get the first shipment, and he says they're there now. So I'm going by there today. I'll have a copy of that in my hands this afternoon. So that is fun to dive into that and get the thoughts of the season that is under, I don't know the exact date, under 70 days from kickoff now for the 2026 season. But I saw this, Athlon's magazine online. One of their features is they rank every college football team from 1 to 138. So it's not a top 25, it's a top 138. And there are 138 schools in Division I this year, too. Like North Dakota State is one, and what's the other? There are two that are coming up to Division I. Curious now, what is that other school that is coming up? I can't find it right now, but North Dakota State is one, and there's one other. So I see that 1 to 138. Where's Baylor in that group? You know, who's 138 is UMass. Sam Houston State's 137. Sacramento State 136. Ball State 135. So that's the bottom. Go up into the 60s, I think, is where we've got some Big 12 representation. Scanning, getting there. I think about 70 is Iowa State. Iowa State is number 70. And what Athlon says about Iowa State is the 26th season looks like a transition year for Iowa State. New coach Jimmy Rogers was a strong hire to replace Matt Campbell. Remember, Matt Campbell left Iowa State for Penn State, but the new staff inherited 0 returning starters and had to hit the portal hard to restock both sides of the ball. So you got to think a transition year for Iowa State. They check in at number 70. UCF is 65. These are the Big 12 schools. Colorado is 64. Cincinnati, this is a string of Big 12 schools. Cincinnati is 63. Baylor is 62. So right about the middle of the pack, if you consider 1 through 138, Baylor at 62. And here's what he says about Baylor. Florida transfer quarterback DJ Lagway is an intriguing addition for Coach Dave Aranda as he enters a critical 26 campaign. The Bears also hope new defensive coordinator Joe Klanderman can improve a unit this year. So Baylor at number 62 in that Athlon's preseason poll. Others from the Big 12 moving up the list. Should have written these out, and I didn't. Kansas is 51, so they would be next. West Virginia is 50, and so on and so on. So that's the list from Athlon Sports, and Baylor at number 62. Texas Tech, the highest-ranked Big 12 school, even with no Brendan Sorsby. And I wonder about this magazine. I wonder when it was, put to bed, did they know the final resolution there with Brendan Sorsby? I don't know. I'm not sure if they did, if they had thinking that Sorsby was going to be the quarterback for Texas Tech, or if they knew it would be Will Hammonds. I'm not sure. So Texas Tech is the team that is picked to win the Big 12 by Athlon Sports. So that's available, I think, on newsstands now. Dave Campbell's Texas Football Magazine. The Bible is available at the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. So that'll be fun to get that and dive into that later today. All right, take a break. When we come back, Tony Caridi will join us, longtime voice of the West Virginia Mountaineers. There's Tony. He's in the waiting room. Hey, man, how are you? We're going to get to you right after a break. So Tony Caridi joins us. You'll enjoy hearing from him. We'll have that when we come back. John Morris Show brought to you by Alliance Bank Central Texas and by the Brazos Landing. We'll take a break and be right back.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, Pete.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to CentralTexasCattleBaronsBall.org.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Back with us, John Morris Show on a Monday. Sun is shining here in Central Texas. Glad you are with us, and what an honor and a treat to have Tony Caridi with us this morning, voice of the West Virginia Mountaineers, longtime voice of the Mountaineers. 1 week from tonight, he'll be at the NSMA Awards dinner receiving the Woody Durham Voices of College Sports Award. And Tony joins us now. Welcome to you, sir. We appreciate your time this morning.
How are you, my friend? Good to be with you, John. It's my pleasure as always, buddy.
I'm doing great. Hope you are as well. You got that summer growth going there. Looks good.
Yeah, so never really do beards, but I started it. We were leaving vacation, and this is like 5 weeks. I think it's coming off tomorrow. So you're seeing the last day of it. It was all right. Yeah, it's fine while it lasted, but it'll be coming off.
I got you. Very good. How was Omaha? How did you like that experience?
It was, and I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment or recency bias, but I tell you what, John, it was one of the best sporting events I've ever had the opportunity to attend. And unfortunately, I've been to Final Four, and I've been to the big bowl games. And I just think this, as kind of we thought about it, when you go to an event that, number one, is so incredibly embraced by the people that are hosting it. That's one. When there's 8 teams, so you get all that fan feel. And then probably the biggest thing is you're not eliminated after you lose once. Whereas, in basketball, whatever tournament you're in, as soon as you get beat, you're done. And so at least you're going to stay a while. The weather was above what it normally is seasonally. People told us that it's normally hot and humid and yucky. It was perfect. So as a result of all of that, I think it was the nicest, funnest, best thing that I'd ever been to sporting-wise.
Yeah, I said the same thing. Baylor went in 2005, and it's just, and that was back at Rosenblatt, which would have added another layer. You would have loved Rosenblatt, but it was great. But I felt the same way. It was one of the best sporting events I'd ever been to with Baylor. So I hear where you're coming from. And then the Mountaineers did really well. One of the Final Four teams still standing. That just made it that much more fun, didn't it?
It did. And, this was something that they were working toward, but I don't think anyone thought like this was the year. And I think if you watch this tournament, you never know when the year is, whether you think it is or not, right? You had a 1 seed in UCLA with 6 losses in the regular season. They get eliminated before Super Regional. Georgia Tech, a lot of people thought they could be the team that wins it all. They get beat early on. They don't make it. And in fact, none of the teams that made it this year were in it last year. So as we all know, it's super hard. So you kind of take a hold of the rope once it comes your way and you hold on real tight. But Steve Saban's the head coach of West Virginia, who is a Texas guy, just did an incredible job of just bringing the team together. And he's got talented players. There's no question about that. But he squeezed every ounce out of the sponge that they had in them. And obviously it whets your appetite, and you hope that it doesn't, it's not every 130 plus years, because that was our first visit ever. So you hope you get back there.
Yeah, and I told you this. It was fun listening to Andrew, your son, and Jake Weghorst, former Baylor pitcher, listening to those guys. Pass it along, man. They did a great job, and I was tuned in and kind of living vicariously through them. So it had to make you proud to have Andrew doing the College World Series baseball games.
Yeah, I really was happy for him because the way that those games played out, he had some absolute drama-filled games. And as you know, as any announcer, you want the great ending, you want the big call. And because West Virginia got beat in its second game in the regional, they had to come back and win 3 straight, and they had to rally in the 9th inning against Kentucky and then hold them off after they led 5-1 against Kentucky, and it was a tied game. So he had drama plays. You know, I tease him. He also has the WV women's basketball team.
Right.
And as you know, they won the Big East, the Big 12 tournament title. And so he had a great run. I said, dude, you gave me a 4-win football season. And I had to go through I had to go through it, but we're all good. In all honesty, the department's in a really good position right now. We had great success in the 2 sports I just mentioned, among others. So we're positioned, I think, pretty good.
Very cool. And that regional, the come from behind wins, dramatic wins over Kentucky. I mean, you blew out Cal Poly in the supers, but those regional wins were just so dramatic. And it was fun to see kind of the country, the whole country discover Country Roads Take Me Home. Wasn't that fun?
It was an oddity. As you know, most of the time when television broadcasts are over, I mean, as soon as the final out is made, maybe you get a little bit and they're gone. Yeah. But for whatever reason, they stayed on the air and they aired the playing of Country Roads, where the entire team goes down the third base line at home, and the entire crowd, it was just jammed in the stadium. And then there's a big hill outside of the stadium, and that was packed with people. So it became an iconic moment. And I'll tell you what, offshoot of all of this, John, it's just crazy how Country Roads has become this anthem literally around the world. And our fans say, hey, I was in this country or that country. But like, for example, the U.S. men's soccer team won this weekend, and they immediately they started playing Country Roads. And so it's caught on, and you just kind of, again, squeeze every ounce out of it and enjoy it while you can.
It's really cool to see. And I mean, NBC Nightly News did a story on Country Roads. So that's national. So that's really cool. You know, another fun part that I don't know how many people would think about, you would, but Mike Montoro, who does such great work for the U.S. Baseball Writers Association, he got to write and send out the release that Steve Sabins was the National Coach of the Year. I was thinking about Monty, how fun that was for him to be able to do that.
He goes to the World Series every year, and as you said, has a big role with the baseball writers. He's the sports information director for WVU football, and so you know him, and I know him obviously through that. Yeah, but for him to write the release for all the years that he has gone there, and it turns out to be the West Virginia baseball coach and Steve Sabins, that was absolutely a special moment.
Very cool. Very cool. Tell him we thought about him with that.
Absolutely.
Congratulations on the you being announced as the winner of the Woody Durham Voice of College Sports Award. And let me let people know how significant this is. Named after Woody is one thing. Longtime, 40-plus year voice of the North Carolina Tar Heels. So well respected. This award recognizes professional college broadcasters who fit the following criteria: preparation, association with his or her school, tenure at the school, efforts in the community, mentorship of young broadcasters, and character. And Tony, that's you. Check, 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 all those. So congratulations to you.
Well, I really appreciate it. And coming from you, that means a great deal. I was totally blindsided when I received the call from Dave Gorin of the organization. He said, hey, you're this year's winner. And I went like, whoa, where did that come from? You know, ironically, I guess it is, not coincidentally, but ironically, when I was a student broadcaster at Syracuse, Syracuse played North Carolina at the Carrier Dome, and my assignment before we played them was that night, hey, go over and get an interview with their play-by-play announcer, and it was Woody Durham. Yeah. And you know what, John, I'll tell this story next week when I the event happens. But like, you just looked at him, and I did that interview, and I truly remember this, that you walked away and you said, I said to myself, that is how you're supposed to be, look, act when you're the play-by-play announcer for another team's school. And then, years later, 1996, we're playing those guys in the Gator Bowl, and there he is. We're sharing the booths, and the window was side by side, so I could see him. And he had just flown in from Rome, where the NC basketball team was playing. And as a result of that, it makes it even more special for me. And then obviously, his sons, right, are both broadcasters as well. Wes is a broadcaster that we all know from the Atlanta Falcons. And excuse my wife for walking by me, because she has no idea that we're on camera right now.
Yeah, let's get her in.
And she has her earbuds in, and she didn't even hear me say that. So, yeah, it's good. Anyway, so it's an honor.
A tremendous honor, and you are so deserving of that. Doesn't it mean more, that it's named after Woody, and him?
Yeah, no, there's no question. And the other part of it, I didn't know what the criteria were to get it, but one of the things is, like, you try to mentor young broadcasters, and again, that's something that goes all the way back to school. I remembered when I was a senior, and this as well, like, there's no roadmap to do this. Like, if you're going to become a CPA or something, like, you do this in school, then you study for this test, and you're like to be a play-by-play person, like, no, there is no direct path. It's just a circuitous route that you go through. And I did say to myself at that time, like, if I ever get a chance to help other people that want to do this, I'm going to, because to be quite honest with you, I kind of felt like, how do you do this? Yeah. And fortunately, I came to West Virginia 7 weeks after I graduated from Syracuse. And over the course of time, we have hired well over a dozen Syracuse alums and given them their opportunity and their first start. Guys like Dave Jagler's the voice of the Washington Nationals, Dave Pash, who's the voice of the Arizona Cardinals, and you see him on ESPN a ton. And we had a bunch of guys. Sagar Magani's the national security correspondent for the Associated Press. We've had guys go all over the place. And so to me, that's what makes it feel great, that at least you had a little bit of opportunity to kind of mentor or direct some people into, hey, do this, don't do this. And so that makes it even more special.
Very cool. That Newhouse School of Broadcasting at Syracuse, very impressive. Of course, you're a product of that, maybe second only to Baylor's broadcasting school. I'm not sure. But tell our viewers, who were some of the guys you were in school with?
Yeah.
They know their names now.
We had an unbelievable class. So Sean McDonough, who will be at the event next Monday, he's going to be receiving the National Sportscaster of the Year. We were in the same suite. Craig Minervini was my roommate. He's been down in South Florida, Florida Marlins, Florida Panthers for years. Greg Papa is the voice of the San Francisco 49ers. For years, he was the Raiders' voice. He's one of the preeminent West Coast guys. He's battling some serious health issues right now, so we lift prayer up to him. 1 year younger and hanging around Dan Horde, who Cincinnati Bengals. He was a junior when we were seniors, Bengals and the Cincinnati Bearcats. Jim Jackson in that same group, we used to hang around together. He's the voice of the Philadelphia Flyers. Rich Cimini, who you see on ESPN.com for the New York Jets. And then a few years later, this kid named Mike Tirico showed up. Bill Roth, voice of the Virginia Tech Hokies for 25 plus years, was a freshman. So we had an incredible group of guys. And I was talking with Greg about this recently. The convergence of all those guys that wanted to do the same exact thing made it a very competitive atmosphere, but it was friendly competitiveness. Yeah. And as a result, like, still to this day, I mean, I'm on a text line with those guys that I was in school with and all of those younger dudes like Tirico and Ian Eagle and now Noah Eagle and so many of those other guys. So it does become a fraternity, and it's pretty amazing through the years how all of those guys, went in there and then came out of there and were able to find work.
That's pretty cool. That's a good text string to be on.
It's interesting at times. They're much more. What's interesting is, like, they're totally into Syracuse athletically, and like I'm not.
Yeah.
and so I do find it funny. My phone will start blowing up, and I'm like, well, what's going on? I'm looking at Syracuse lost a game, or there was a bad call or something, and they're still after, and I'm going like, yeah, whatever. I'm good. I'm worried about West Virginia. I'm not really worried about that.
That's funny. That's really cool. And great career for you at West Virginia. What about the banquet? It's next Monday, right? The 29th?
Right. So Sunday Sunday you show up, and Monday, as you know, they have the seminars during the days, and then Monday night is the banquet and the awards. Yeah.
Yeah. And have you been before to one of these?
I have been to a couple of them through the years. They're fun, right? I mean, you get all these nerdy, weird play-by-play guys all in one room. It makes for an interesting atmosphere.
Good conversation. That'll be fun.
Yes.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall. If it was any closer, man,
I know it's a shot.
Be there, So, well, enjoy that. Soak that up. Baseball kind of extended your school year to last week, but I hope you get a little summer. Do you have any plans coming up for the summer?
Yeah. Already did one trip. I snuck it in, but well, actually, it was like toward the end of the regular season. We did Normandy. And then we went into Italy, and I've been advocating for anyone I talk to ever since, if you ever have the opportunity to go over there and see what it was, what it is, and what our American soldiers among the other countries' soldiers did, that will leave you a great new perspective when you look up and you see those cliffs and what they had to go through. So that was an all-timer. So that was really, really good. And then obviously Italy wasn't about war; it was about food. So that was good as well.
Which you know pretty well.
Yeah.
Did the real Italian food did it match up?
Yeah. In fact, I've got this ongoing problem with our athletic director right now. Your buddy, Ren Baker. We were in Vegas for the college basketball thing there in April, we were at a fancy restaurant, and he asked the waiter if he could put Alfredo sauce on his veal parmesan. And I felt embarrassed at that time. The waiter kind of looked at him like sideways head, and he said, "I'll ask the chef." Came back. She said, "The chef will make it." And so I was just crushing Ren ever since then. Like, I don't even believe you have the audacity to ask a poor guy to make that. That's not Italian. And so now Ren's gone to the point where it's become a big thing on our podcast, and the local restaurant has now created a dish called Renfredo. So when you come to Morgantown, you can get Alfredo on your Parmesan, and it's actually, unfortunately, it's become very popular.
Oh my gosh. You just cringe at that, don't you?
Yeah, I did. It's because if you go to Italy and ask for Alfredo, they what are you talking about? That's not what they don't make Alfredo in Italy. That's an American thing. So anyway, I tell Ren, since he's an Oklahoma guy, all that is chicken fried steak on veal parm. That's all that is.
That's great. I love that. Thanks for sharing that. What'd you think of the Crown? It missed out. Baylor was there. Missed out on the NCAA tournament, but you guys did well. Did you play the championship?
We won the thing, yeah. So we played our buddy Toby Rowland at Oklahoma.
That's right.
And I was doing the math yesterday. Obviously, Toby's still in the College World Series, and hope they play well tonight. But that was 11 weeks ago yesterday that we were in the finals of the college basketball Crown. So my answer to it is, we beat Stanford in the first game and come from behind fashion. Had we lost that game, I probably would have walked out of there and go like, what did we do that for? But instead, we beat Creighton, and then we beat Oklahoma. And I thought it was one of the greatest things ever because, as you know, when you win something and the way they did it again, rallying, coming back from behind, it was a great exclamation point to a first season for Ross Hodge, who I'm sure a lot of your fans, were familiar with from the University of North Texas. And so it was a good way to end that season. Those guys really were nice kids. And now it's set him up. They had a good recruiting class. And I know we come to your place in hoops this year. You guys don't come up here, but we'll be more talented. We'll be bigger. Exactly how that translates to the number of wins and losses, you don't know, because we play in the Players era in Vegas, and that's obviously big boy competition early on in the season. So we'll see, but we'll be more talented than we were a year ago.
I got you. That's good. Yeah, we'll be in the Players Era tournament again, so I'll see you there. Are you coming to Frisco in a couple of weeks?
I am not, because I'm going to do another vacation. I'm going to go to Maine.
Oh, that sounds nice.
I've never been to Maine. People rave about Maine, so we're going to do Maine.
Nice. Very good. Well, enjoy that. Enjoy the banquet next Monday. Congratulations again. Know how proud we are for you and how good a representative you are of the name on this award. So congratulations on that. It's great to catch up, and I will see you and talk to you down the road.
I appreciate it very much, John. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it, buddy. Be good. See you.
Thanks for your time. Tell Ren hello. Tell Andrew hello. Tell your wife we need to get more camera time for her to come back. Come back through anytime. See ya. Thanks. Tony Caridi, the great voice of the West Virginia Mountaineers. And again, receiving the Woody Durham Voices of College Sports Award. 1 week from tonight, the NSMA awards banquet in North Carolina, and couldn't be a better recipient of the award than Tony. Previous winners, and put Tony's name with this list. Last year it was Ray Goss from Duquesne. Mike Reese from Southern Illinois won it 2 years ago. Rich Chabotkin from Georgetown in 23. Joe Starkey of California in 22. Gene Deckerhoff from Florida State in 2021, Johnny Holliday of Maryland in 2020, Bill Hillgrove of Pittsburgh in 2019, and Don Fisher of Indiana in 2018. So put Tony Caridi's name on that list, and he measures up very, very favorably with any and all of those guys. So congratulations to him, and appreciate the time from Tony this morning. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back. We'll look ahead. We'll share some birthdays with you. More to come on a Monday. Hey, reminder about Alan Samuels. The summer sales event is going on now. Drive the all-new 2026 Jeep Cherokee, 37 miles per gallon. How's that sound? Drive home a new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo, 0% financing for 36 months or 2.9% for 84 months, or save $8,000 off MSRP. First responders and military members get an extra $500 off. Thanks to Alan Samuels for recognizing them. Alan Samuels, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat in Waco. They'll treat you like family. Take a break. Back with more right after this. John Morris Show on a Monday.
Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple is your one-stop shop for custom window treatment, transforming your vision into reality. Choose from a selection of shades, blinds, shutters, and curtains. Bumblebee Blinds stands behind our service and products, ensuring peace of mind with our trusted warranty. Call Bumblebee Blinds today to schedule your design consultation. Bumblebee Blinds, simplifying window treatments one covering at a time. BumblebeeBlinds.com.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, Pete.
Lake Waco Golf Club is a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco, one of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course as well as an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course. Plus, check out their bar and grill, which is open to the public. And if you're not a golfer, then enjoy time by the pool or even enjoy fishing around Lake Waco. Become a member today and call to book your tee time. Lake Waco Golf Club, where family and friends fun begins. Check them out at lakewacogc.com for more information.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
This year, I made a New Year's resolution. I want every business to own a new copier from CTWP. Call me, Leroy the Copier Dog. Let's get you a copier delivered today. CTWP, your local copier company.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. And welcome back. Glad you're with us on this Monday. We're brought to you in part by Marineland Boating Center, the highest Google-rated boat dealership in Central Texas with great prices, selling America's best brands, Tracker, Sun Tracker, pontoons, Ranger boats, Nitro boats, Tahoe, Yamaha sports boats, and Wave Runners, celebrating the 250th celebration of our great country with door prizes, cap giveaways, and sale prices on both boats and Wave Runners. Marineland Boating Center is a one-stop shop for all your boating needs. Check them out. It's right there at the bend of Loop 340, right off I-35. Great location for Marineland Boating Center. A couple other notes to mention here on this Monday morning. ESPN, Pete Thamel and others reporting that Dusty May is leaving Michigan and maybe the next head coach of the Dallas Mavericks. Interesting, really interesting move there. Kind of a seismic shift. May, just 2 years at Michigan, won the national championship, and now maybe leaving for the pros for the Dallas Mavericks. So we'll keep an eye on that for sure. Also, Johnny Kiefer, former Baylor golf All-American, he finished out of the running at the U.S. Open, but had a great final round of 70 yesterday. I think he finished at he finished tied for 49th is where he was in the standings. He was either plus. Here's what he was. He was +1 after the first 2 rounds, and the third round was a killer. He was +6 in the third round and +1 yesterday. So he probably finished +7 or 8 at the U.S. Open, but very strong showing, make the cut. I know he'd like to do better. Tied for 49th for Johnny Kiefer, the former Baylor great All-American. Wyndham Clark won the U.S. Open that was completed yesterday at Shinnecock Hills. So a couple of notes there on this Monday morning. How about some birthdays to share with you? It's Austin Thomas's birthday. Austin worked with us, Baylor football, I think just 1 year. Now is at Ole Miss. Happy birthday to him. It's Tony Castricone's birthday today. Tony is the voice of the Washington Huskies, does a great job. Lori Johnson Coda's birthday. Lori played soccer at Baylor, very plugged in, tremendous Baylor sports fan. Happy birthday to Lori today. Who else? Dakota Farquhar Cadell's birthday today. Dakota was with us and worked with the live bear mascots for many years here at Baylor, has moved on, but just a great guy, and happy birthday to him. I need to shoot him a birthday text today. I think that's it for today. I'm going to go back to yesterday. It was Nick Florence's birthday today, former Baylor quarterback, and was with us on the radio broadcast last year. Unfortunately, won't be back with us this year. His choice to spend more time, have more time with his kids. But happy birthday a day late to Nick Florence as of yesterday, June 21st. Whoa, how great is that? Your birthday and Father's Day all in the same day? Man, I bet, I hope Nick was really celebrated by his family. I'm sure he was yesterday. All right, another note, mentioned Dusty May. It looks like going to the Dallas Mavericks. The NBA draft comes up tomorrow. It is Tuesday and Wednesday, and it's just setting up as a record-setting historic draft for the Big 12. First two players being talked about are probably going to be Big 12 guys. A.J. DeBonsa from BYU, expected to go number 1 to Washington. Darren Peterson from Kansas, expected to go number 2 to Utah. They say as many as 19 Big 12 players could be drafted over the 2 rounds. 19. 10 of those could be first-round draft picks tomorrow. So pretty amazing. Shows the level of play and competition in the Big 12, and that's going to show up now on the big stage of the NBA. So first round comes up tomorrow. It'd be the first time that the Big 12 would have had the first 2 picks in the draft if that plays out. First time ever that has happened. And again, the first round comes up tomorrow. The record is 10 picks in total picks over the course of a draft. The most the Big 12 has ever had was 10 picks, and that was 2008 and 2010. And I think they're going to blow that out of the water, including Cam Carr from Baylor. Middle, late first round pick is where he's projected. So we wish him nothing but the best. And the NBA draft does begin tomorrow. All right. Thanks for being with us. Thanks to Tony Caridi, who was just fun, always fun to visit with. Appreciate him, respect him as much as anybody in the business. Great to visit with Tony. Congratulations on him. He'll receive 1 week from tonight the Woody Durham Voices of College Sports Award by the National Sports Media Association. Thanks to him for his time. Thanks to you for being with us, Lord willing. We're back in the 9 a.m. hour tomorrow, Central Time. Hope you can join us then. Have a great Monday.